Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Marcel. I'm from All City Services, and I am keeping a business diary, documenting my journey starting up a business. I specialize in hot water, and this is the Monday back. Okay, so what are we? 19th, getting towards the end of the month already. And today I'm going to get into Google SEO stuff and a job that I got from it. So I've had probably, I think 3 jobs now from my Google business page. So it's different to getting to someone Googling and then landing on your actual website. You know, there's the business page when you scroll on a search, and it has the reviews and their location, their phone number, all that sort of thing. I might be able to bring it up actually. Excuse me. Let me just do a little. So if you have a look where my mouse is here, this here's the business page. And I've got about 3 jobs from that over a year or so. So it comes down to getting Google reviews. And because I work for someone, I don't actually get Google reviews for my company or like my business. It's not actually set up as a company. I'm still a sole trader until I go out on my own, and I'll go to switch it into a company. That's a whole nother thing. I don't get Google reviews from the hot water work that I do for my business, because it's not my business, obviously. But any jobs that I do personally, I'll get a Google review for. And what got me, so I got a call on Friday afternoon. It was actually Friday night, 7:30. And the jobs that I do get from SEO, like from Google, the business page here, have been late night stuff. I had some guy call at like 2 a.m. for a block drain, and I contacted him the next morning. I was asleep. I did miss that. And I contacted him the next morning. It was just a blocked floor waste, so it was nothing serious, and he was happy to get me out there the next day. But this one on Friday, he'd called me about a leaking in-wall cistern. So his cistern was continually running, and he wanted someone out there. I got out there about 9 o'clock at night to just isolate it and go and stop it from running and assess what the problem was, and got back there the next day. But the point I'm making is that the Google reviews are actually really crucial, and I asked him how he got my number. I said, "Did you just find me on Google?" He's like, "Yeah, you were the top rated 24-hour." So I have 5-star reviews. Not a lot. Still I've got 21 reviews, so that's pretty low on the I don't know, spectrum, I guess, of Google reviews for businesses. But the fact that have a look here, my business hours were 24 hours. That's what got him to call me over someone else. So the point I'm making is that Google reviews are very crucial, and I think if you can at least answer the phone 24 hours, which isn't that hard, you can win jobs, more likely to win jobs through this these Google. So yeah, Google SEO. So I'm not paying for him to call me. It's free Google leads, I guess. And this is another. I think I've mentioned Crossroads Plumbing about 5 times already. This was like a very strong tip of his. He said, get Google reviews and get as many as you can, and that's how his business really kicked off and still stays quite steady. He's got a ton of Google reviews. I think he's over 500 5 stars. Let's have a look. There you go, 482 5-star reviews. That's crazy, and I think he gets a lot of his work from that. So, shout out to Tom again. He's a gun. Oops. So that's that. Now, it is Monday. It was a friggin' busy day today. Had a pretty psycho job under a house. Did 1 install and 4 repairs. In my Instagram stories, more details of that water heater under the house, but it was leaking for so long, it was soaked through. It was like ridiculously heavy, one of the heaviest tanks I've ever had to deal with. And got that done. Repaired this actually did a job, a Therman 50 litre, sorry, a Therman 50 litre per minute commercial continuous flow. I'd never seen it. It was an absolute beast. It was huge. And that was a tricky one to diagnose, but I'm gonna have to get there. Like, it was able to reset, which doesn't really get you very far in terms of diagnosis. So you gotta get some measurements of the gas supply and flows. I'm not going to go into those details actually, but basically, I quoted them to do a bit more diagnosis investigation. It was a bit of a nightmare of a job actually, because the customer that booked it was a plumber, and the owner had to come and meet me on site, and he didn't turn up, and it was a nightmare of a job, but I've quoted them to investigate the gas pressures and functions. It's probably, my guess is that it's going to be a gas valve or a gas manifold, which I've done a couple of on the 32s, and it's behaving in a way that it would be that, because it's temperamental, and the gas valves can get stuck and then release, or whatever it is, they can be temperamental. So we'll see what comes from that. After that, relief valve in North Narrabeen. This is a good customer. It was an easy sale. Basically just said, get the job done, I'll pay. Just going back to that Therman commercial job, I think what I learned from that was, okay, I don't actually book the jobs for the company that I work for, so it's a little harder, but I probably would have tried to get more information from the booker of the job, and been clear with what needs to be done, who needs to be on site to get what needs to be done. So that would be a lesson from that. Kind of looking forward to taking my own phone calls for my own jobs, and practicing that sort of those sorts of lessons. Another thermostat that was easy from a regular customer after that TPR, and then a second thermostat after her. All pretty straightforward jobs. It was a bit of a mad rush today, got home pretty late. But I think that's sort of going to be enough for today in terms of lessons and jobs. Now it's stat time. Today was, yes, 1 install and 4 repairs, which is bringing up the stats. Still, subscribers is sitting pretty stagnant there. I think that might be a reflection of not much iterating. Although I've got this stats section now. Yeah, still getting polishing the YouTube stuff. That's going to be a continuous improvement. I'm not that keen about the late starts, but while I've got the girls, I'll be keep maintaining these 9 p.m. lives. But yeah, I think that's a wrap, hey? Got the repairs up to 20. Another little milestone there. And as always, reach out, call me, message me, DM me. All my details are on my website. Or on my Instagram. I'm on all the social media platforms. So call me. Bye.